somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Check 31, check 31. Kill. Switch.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
March 43. Check pass.
3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch the safety creep. Man, we're close. Go, 12, let's go.
From the gun on third down. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 29, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And an alley to run. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To Johnson again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
A big play there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rep. Shit. 6-6. Bullet high. Check 13. Check 13.
And that's complete to Cooks. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch out. Back. Check 52. Deuce. Check 4. Hey, Lim.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. 1st down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Johnson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Matt White. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Murray. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
76. 43 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 43 is the average wall. Check. 43.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Watch the ship. 43 is the mic.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
12. Check. Sponge. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Moore, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Let's go, fellas.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. 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 Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Goff now looks to throw. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Robert Woods, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he gets it to Bolden. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Cut. 180. Get the ball. Ric Flair. Check 25. Check 25. 43 is the mic. Watch the pass. 43 is the mic, boys. Check.
Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Hey, exit. 43.
Throwing again is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, it's Gurley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Kill.
They're running with Gurley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to Johnson again.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Target, 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 target. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Goff on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Now this time, Murray to throw it.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, box drop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says,
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley. 76 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
46-yard line.
Here we go. It's again. Time to go, night.
Throwing again on second down. Murray over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. but his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 46. 31 yards there to first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
To the air again. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Here's Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cards, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.